What's up, guys? NBA Talk. Happy holidays. December 23rd, 2017. Saturday basketball for you. We're a couple of days away from Christmas, so good times ahead, Uh, just enjoy the holidays right now. So they still have games right now going on, and of course, on Christmas Day, we're gonna have those big games, like the Cavaliers versus the Warriors. We're gonna see that. But that's then. Right now, we got a few games to talk about. Like, I don't necessarily see any really games that are interesting to look at. Yeah, I don't see any games to look at right now other than two. One, this one right now. The Philadelphia 76ers versus the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, I saw this game. Yeah, Toronto Raptors won this game for sure, clear as day. Toronto Raptors were consistent in their work. Actually, they were fast to the punch because, like, from the first quarter to the fourth, they were fast paced. Their transitioning was good from defense to offense. Their passing were fast. The pick and rolls were fast. Like, they were just trying to get to the quickest opportunity to score. Like DeRozan, he was the leader of this. He was scoring from the mid-range to inside, and of course, he's stepping up in his three-point shooting. He did that tonight. He was the man tonight, as always. Like, he's been doing good this year, being a leader for this team. But overall, like, this team, like, they're moving a lot faster tonight. Just like outplaying the Philadelphia in quickness. Like, everybody is just jumping ahead to the nearest opportunity. As soon as they see an opening lane, they just drive in. Serge Ibaka did it. Like, he done slammed it in that like close to the end, like fourth quarter. I think that was. But yeah, anyhow, Toronto Raptors, just speed was a definite factor for their win. I mean, the Philadelphia 76ers were doing similar things. I would say the same game plan, but they were a lot slower in their execution. A lot slower. And they just could not keep up on the offensive end and the defensive end as well, because they stopped Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons was stopped. That boy Stark got stopped too. And no one really off the bench could really provide for this team as well, for the 76ers. So Toronto Raptors, who bench, are doing it very, very well. Names that I always butcher, I'm probably going to butcher right now. So let's just try. That's all I could do is try. So Raptors win 102-86. DeMar DeRozan, 29 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 for 20 from the field, 4 for 7 from the three-point range. He's taking a lot more threes than he usually does, which is absolutely good for this dude. Keep it up. Like, spread the floor, and I like it how they are just has somebody inside and they just pass it out. And then you have DeRozan waiting for that ball to come to his way. Shoot it. He knocks it down. I like it. Just spread the floor, man. Kyle Lowry, like, he's been taking a back seat, like, really, really taking a back seat. I hope he's being more assertive next time, like, a little bit more in the future in the season, because he seems like he's laid back. He doesn't really get himself involved. He moves the ball, for sure, but he doesn't seem like he's a main factor in this Raptors team, which is definitely team-based. Like DeRozan and the team. Not really much about Kyle Lowry. Maybe I'm wrong, because what I'm seeing for the last couple of games, like, he's really just laid back. He's just letting DeRozan do the work. He had 12 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Valanciunas, 12 points, 6 rebounds tonight. He was banging it with Joel Embiid. He did a good job of handling Joel. Serge Ibaka with 17 points, 6 rebounds. And OJ, he pretty much played defense. He picked up 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Good for him. You got the boy Pascal. 4 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Notice that I didn't use his last name. I'm trying not to butcher these guys' names, so I'm trying the first names. You got Norman Powell. Norman Powell, 8 points, 2 rebounds in 13 minutes. He made 2 3-pointers. You got Jacob with 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals and assists. And you got Dylan Wright, 14 points in 25 minutes. He was the scorer for off the bench mainly. Most of the guys off the bench were plus 14 or up. Actually, 13 plus and up. They were just a huge factor for this team's wins. Like, their defense is there. Their passing is there as well. Their rebounding as well. So, yeah, you got something going on. The team is still second place in the Eastern Conference. And, yeah, they're second best in the Eastern Conference right now, officially. I could say that. Like, this team is underrated. Their defense is top 10. Their offense is top 10. I already said this so many times. It's just that they're playing like a team. Unlike the Cavaliers, unlike the Boston Celtics, actually. You might actually have a good point of saying that they could be number 1 in the East right now in terms of their production, in terms of what they bring to the Eastern Conference. They bring it both ends. Cavaliers, they suck on defense. They're much better on offense than the Cavaliers. I mean, the Cavaliers are much better on the offensive end than the Raptors. But the defense-wise, Raptors smoke them. And then you have the Boston Celtics, who are the top defensive team in the league. And Raptors are top 10, so they're very close. But offensively, they're one of the worst teams, the Boston Celtics. Like, they just can't find people to produce enough. You have Kyrie Irving. You have Jaylen Brown, who gives you like 16 points a game. You have Jason Tatum, who gives you like 14 points. 10 to 14 points from Al Horford, but everybody else is random. You got Roycer too, but no one really you can tell other than Kyrie Irving who could give you a consistent shooting. Raptors, they have DeRozan, who's giving you a good amount of points. You got Serge Ibaka, who's giving you a good amount of points. And then the bench is doing production overall. Like, together, they're doing some good things on the offensive end and defensive end. So, I know that's a lot of rambling, but overall, like, Raptors, a better offensive team than the Boston Celtics. Raptors, a better defensive team than the Cavaliers. Even though their star players are better than the ones that the Raptors have, but as a team base, Raptors are doing well for themselves. Very, very well. So that's it. Raptors 102 to 86 Philadelphia 76ers. Raptors are 23-8, 12-1 at home. So they're guarding the hell out of home court. While the Philadelphia 76ers continue to fall, they're 14-18. They're right behind my New York Knicks. They're 7-9 on the road. Like, they need to catch themselves real, real bad. Like, they're allowing things to get away. They need to get wins, for sure. I would say the bench needs to start producing even more. Like, somebody has to produce off the bench, because it can't be Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons over and again. Covington, he gives you what he can. Like, he gives you enough. So I don't have any problems with him. Stark, he produces, for sure. So you have a good starting lineup. But the rest of the guys, they need to step up. They need to step up. Holmes, Al Johnson, who did good stuff tonight. You have Trevor Booker giving you some good defensive looks. But everybody else needs to pick things up, especially the backcourt. So that's it. Peace.